Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of finance as Hong Kong stocks continue to rise, fueled by speculation about potential mortgage rate cuts in China. The Hang Seng Index has climbed to a one-week high, with major players like Meituan and Alibaba leading the charge. This positive momentum is a welcome change for investors after a rocky September. In other news, Chief Executive John Lee is making waves at the Hong Kong ASEAN Summit, highlighting the city's significant contributions to the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP. With plans to establish a new economic and trade office in Kuala Lumpur, Lee is confident that Hong Kong's membership will enhance regional trade and integration, opening new doors in the Greater Bay Area. Lastly, get ready for some adorable news. Ocean Park is considering live-streaming its two panda cubs ahead of their much-anticipated public debut in early 2024. With two adult pandas arriving soon, the park is gearing up to attract more visitors and boost tourism. It's a panda party you won't want to miss. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stocks surged for a second consecutive day, reaching a one-week high as optimism grew over potential mortgage rate cuts in mainland China. The Hang Seng Index increased by 1.3%, buoyed by strong performances from major developers and tech companies. Notable gains included Meituan, Alibaba, and Ping, while mainland developers like Longfor and China Resources Land also saw substantial rises. Speculation suggests that China may reduce rates on outstanding mortgages by up to 50 basis points, aimed at easing borrowing costs and stimulating consumption. This positive market movement helped the Hang Seng Index recover from earlier losses, reflecting a broader trend of optimism in the region's financial landscape. In another development, Chief Executive John Lee of Hong Kong emphasized the city's potential to bring singular and significant value to the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP, during the Hong Kong ASEAN Summit. Lee outlined plans for establishing an economic and trade office in Kuala Lumpur, marking Hong Kong's commitment to enhancing trade relations with Southeast Asian nations. He expressed readiness to play an active role in regional integration, highlighting the Greater Bay Area's vast development potential. The summit featured discussions on collaboration and opportunities between Hong Kong and ASEAN countries, reaffirming the city's status as a vital trading partner in the region. The South China Morning Post also reflects on the enduring legacy of the Paris 2024 Olympic and Paralympic Games, which concluded with spectacular events and memorable moments that transcended traditional sports settings. From the groundbreaking opening ceremony along the Seine River to inclusive performances showcasing athletes with disabilities, the Games redefined engagement and accessibility in sports. Hong Kong athletes made history, with fencer Chung Ka-long and swimmer Siobhan Haughey earning medals, while the overall Hong Kong delegation achieved its best performance since 2012. The Games' commitment to sustainability and long-term community benefits, including future housing developments and improved public access, demonstrates a forward-thinking approach that could inspire similar initiatives globally. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is strategically positioned as a vital gateway for businesses looking to expand into Southeast Asia and the Middle East. During the Belt and Road Summit, experts highlighted Hong Kong's sophisticated financial and legal services, along with its world-class business environment characterized by low taxation and a robust legal system. Winnie Fan from Bank of China, Hong Kong, emphasized that Hong Kong's unique advantages, such as its efficient financial structure and cross-border channels, can significantly contribute to the growth of family offices and social enterprises in Indonesia and infrastructure development in the Philippines. Furthermore, Malaysian officials advocate for collaborative educational initiatives with Hong Kong to enhance technical education across regions, while Qatar and Saudi Arabia express interest in attracting more Chinese businesses and hospitality investments, respectively. South China Morning Post also highlights a proactive initiative among Hong Kong's property developers and construction firms forming a working group to standardize the procurement of low-carbon construction materials. This alliance, known as the Hong Kong PropTech Alliance, aims to tackle the significant carbon emissions generated by the construction industry, which accounts for a large portion of Hong Kong's total emissions. Key players like Hong Kong Land and Sino Group are leading this effort, acknowledging the pressing need for transparency and standards in low-carbon materials. The alliance is developing technical guidelines to boost the low-carbon construction market, focusing on performance specifications and carbon accounting. With ambitious targets set for reducing emissions by 2030, the group seeks to align industry practices with global sustainability goals, despite facing challenges due to a lack of regulatory support. South China Morning Post features Serena Williams, who has seamlessly transitioned from tennis champion to fashion icon, captivating audiences at high-profile events like the Vogue World 2024 show. Sporting a stunning blue coat over a form-fitting black dress at Balenciaga's Autumn-Winter 2024 show, Williams was seen mingling with fashion luminaries such as Kim Kardashian and Anna Wintour. For those looking to replicate her glamorous style, the article outlines essential pieces including an Alex Perry dress, Balenciaga sunglasses, and Aquazzura boots, all complemented by Tiffany & Company earrings. Williams' ability to blend athletic prowess with high fashion not only highlights her versatility but also reinforces her status as a trendsetter in the fashion world. South China Morning Post Ocean Park in Hong Kong is considering live-streaming its two adorable panda cubs before they make their public debut, as the park's chairman, Paulo Pong Qingyi, acknowledged the immense public interest in witnessing the cubs online. The anticipated arrival of two adult pandas from Beijing on September 26, who will undergo a 30-day quarantine, has prompted the park to implement crowd control measures. Despite the increased financial burden of caring for 4 pandas, ticket prices will remain unchanged, with hopes that the pandas will boost tourism in Hong Kong. The chairman expressed excitement about the potential for a panda economy, planning themed food, drone shows, and various programs to draw visitors to the park. He emphasized the importance of educating the public on conservation and the ecology of Hong Kong, while also preparing the park for future expansions due to the growing panda population. South China Morning Post: The ongoing debate over corporate governance reform in Hong Kong has been reignited by the Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing's proposal to limit independent directors to sitting on no more than 6 boards and serving a maximum of 9 years. This proposal has created a divide among industry leaders, with many tycoons opposing what they see as micromanagement, while fund managers believe it will enhance corporate governance. Corporate governance, which focuses on how companies are directed and controlled, gained traction in the early 1990s after several corporate scandals, leading to the establishment of principles like the Comply or Explain framework. Since then, Hong Kong has adopted numerous reforms to align with international standards, including requirements for independent directors and gender diversity on boards. The ultimate goal of these reforms is to ensure accountability and prevent the concentration of power within companies, thus safeguarding the interests of shareholders. South China Morning Post: Albert Leung, known by his pen name Lin Shi, has become one of the most beloved lyricists in cantopop history, with an impressive catalogue of over 3,000 songs. Born in 1961, Leung's academic background and passion for literature laid the foundation for his poetic and emotionally resonant lyrics. His breakthrough came in 1984, and he quickly established himself as a sought-after collaborator for iconic artists like Leslie Cheung and Fei Wong. Leung's lyrics often explore complex themes of love, loss, and existential introspection, resonating deeply with audiences. Despite facing personal challenges, including anxiety that he openly discussed, Leung has remained a steadfast figure in the music industry. His political views and support for Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement have sparked controversy, yet he continues to emphasize that his work is a form of personal expression. Through his lyrics, Liang has not only shaped the cantopop landscape but has also provided solace and clarity to countless listeners. South China Morning Post reports that the Hong Kong Institute of Certified Public Accountants, (CICPA), is advocating for the creation of localized calculation references for greenhouse gas emissions to enhance environmental disclosures among listed companies. Feedback from corporate officers highlighted a pressing need for Hong Kong-specific emission factors, as current reliance on overseas data complicates accurate reporting. With new regulations set to require larger firms to disclose their greenhouse gas emissions and conduct scenario analyses starting next year, collaboration between government and businesses is essential to develop relevant climate data. The CICPA aims to align local sustainability standards with international guidelines, paving the way for improved transparency and accountability in corporate environmental practices. In a dramatic turn of events, South China Morning Post reveals that actor Tyrese Gibson faced legal troubles due to his failure to pay child support to his ex-wife, Samantha Lee. Following a court ruling, Gibson was arrested for contempt but was given a chance to avoid jail time by settling his debt of $73,500. Despite the turmoil, Lee expressed a desire to move forward amicably for the sake of their daughter, Soraya. The couple's relationship has been fraught with public disputes since their divorce in 2020, with both parties exchanging harsh words about their separation. Meanwhile, Lee continues to thrive as a life coach and content creator, emphasizing empowerment and resilience. CNN reports on the sentencing of Alexander Yuk-Ching Ma, a former CIA officer who conspired to provide classified information to Chinese intelligence, receiving a 10-year prison term. Ma, who had previously worked for the CIA, arranged to meet with Chinese officials to exchange sensitive materials for $50,000. His espionage activities came to light during an FBI undercover operation that monitored his actions while he sought employment with the Bureau. Despite the gravity of his offenses, Ma's attorney noted the court considered various factors in determining his sentence. As part of his plea agreement, Ma is required to cooperate with U.S. authorities for life, a condition that underscores the ongoing concerns regarding national security and foreign espionage. South China Morning Post reports on the surprising connection between Taylor Swift and Abercrombie & Fitch, a relationship that began in her teenage years. Back in 2003, a young Swift starred in a moody ad campaign for the brand, embodying the essence of her song "Teardrops on My Guitar." However, their partnership soured in 2013 when Abercrombie released a t-shirt mocking her dating history, which was quickly condemned by her fans. The backlash was swift and fierce, leading to the shirt being pulled from shelves after fans labeled it as hurtful and childish, even launching a petition for its removal. The Sydney Morning Herald delves into the dramatic fall of Bao Fan, a once celebrated banker in China whose fortune has plummeted by $1.1 billion following his detention amid a government crackdown on the financial sector. Bao, known for his pivotal role in advising tech giants, saw his stake in China Renaissance Holdings drop from over $800 million to just $55 million after a 17-month trading halt. His abrupt disappearance and the subsequent chaos surrounding the company reflect a broader trend of instability in China's financial landscape, where numerous executives have faced investigations, forcing many to reconsider their careers in a shifting economic climate. In another feature from the South China Morning Post, Formula One star Daniel Ricciardo is celebrated not just for his racing prowess but also for his impressive watch collection. From team-issued Tag Heuers to luxurious Patek Philippe's and Audemars Piguets, Ricciardo's taste for high-end timepieces mirrors his dynamic persona on and off the track. Each piece in his collection tells a story, like the limited edition Tag Heuer he received upon his return to Red Bull Racing, or the extravagant Patek Philippe adorned with diamonds that he showcased on national television. As a symbol of precision and performance, these watches reflect Ricciardo's journey in the high-octane world of Formula One, where style and speed go hand in hand. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.